Hi Huskies, one more tip. I would love for you to check out Google and the Google Drive. What we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we're signed in to Google Drive by going in the upper right hand corner and seeing that your account is logged in. Once you know you're logged in, you're going to go over to what we call the waffle. These are all the Google apps, and you are going to simply click on Google Drive. One of the things that I've noticed once students have gotten their devices is that they are not using Google Drive to their advantage. One of the ways that we can do that is organizing our documents so we don't forget where we've placed things. So here's my Google Drive. You're going to notice that right now it looks slightly messy. I probably have about 15 documents that I still need to place in their rightful folders. We are going to check out the PRT student folder so I can show you how, if I were a middle school student, I would organize my work. So once inside, if you've never used Google Drive before, this is your first time, which for 7th and 8th graders it shouldn't be, you are going to hopefully have files in here. The very first thing that I would do is I would create 3 new folders. So I'm going to have a 6th grade. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have a 7th grade. And I'm going to have an 8th grade folder. If I had work inside of this drive, I would go ahead and I would take everything that I had done the previous year, and then I would simply place it inside that folder. So let's pretend that I'm an 8th grade student. The very first thing that I would want to do is I would want to right click on 8th grade, and I would want to change the color, and I like simple things. So green means go. And then I would go back to 7th grade, and I would change the color, and I would change those to red. Red means stop. I'm no longer using those folders. Those do not matter to me. I'm going to go ahead and change those to don't go there. Inside the 8th grade folder, you could create new folders for each class. So say you have English Language Arts, and I'm probably just going to do 2 so you can kind of see where I'm going here. And then let's do science. Now, inside those folders are going to be where all of your schoolwork resides for those courses. One last piece of advice that I would have, and I see it all the time, is when we're working in Google Docs, we have to understand that things automatically save for us, which is a huge benefit. However, there are hundreds sometimes of untitled documents that students have, because what you do is you go into Google, you have this great document, you work on it, but then when it comes to finding it again and then needing to print it, we've completely forgotten what we're working on and where it is. So there are a number of ways to save, but I always say the very first thing you do when you open a document is make sure you have it titled in a way that you can easily remember. So if I was going to maybe do a first week of school project and it was about me, I would put about me, and I might even include the date in it so I remember when I started working on that document. So then when we get back into our drive, and let's say we go to my drive, we can go back to search, and if we remember that it was about me, we're going to have the document pop up.